Storytelling is an antidote to what we call death by PowerPoint, and that's the kind of brain freeze that descends on an audience when they're subjected to an endless parade of data-heavy slides. The problem is that we find it difficult to absorb and process information that's presented to us in this form, whereas our brains are hardwired to understand and retain messages that are encoded in the form of well-told stories. Stories are more impactful and persuasive than data alone for three main reasons. Firstly, they activate multiple areas of the brain, the visual area, the auditory areas, the sensory areas, whereas data only activates the areas of the brain concerned with the processing and understanding of language. Secondly, they stir the emotions as well as the intellect, and that's very important because emotions have a direct effect on memory and on decision making. And if you want your presentations to be influential, then you need people to remember what you've said and to act on it. There are many ways that you can weave storytelling into your communications, but here's the three best ways. Firstly, you can use them as attention-grabbing openings for your presentations. There's a lot of evidence that audiences decide within 7 seconds whether they're going to stay with a speaker or whether they're going to switch off because they're boring. So one way to grab their attention at the beginning and hopefully hold it throughout the presentation is to tell a relevant story. Secondly, you can use stories to illustrate your key messages, and sometimes they're more impactful and persuasive than just simply statistics or data or pieces of research. And finally, from a corporate perspective, you can tell company stories or personal stories to build pride, loyalty and motivation in your teams. There are many different storytelling models you can use, but if you want your stories to hit home, you need to make sure that they're directly relevant to the audience and the topic, and also that they include some kind of archetypal plot line with a goal, an obstacle, a resolution, and some learning that comes out of all that. And finally, as with presentations, delivery is as important as content, and you need all your non-verbal communication skills to tell your stories effectively.